Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here again. So I thought we'd just do this while I'm not going out again today. It's way too hot. It's crazy hot out there. I think there was heat warnings for just about all over I guess the western side of Lake Ontario and north of Lake Ontario and the Golden Horseshoe, everywhere. So yeah, don't wanna go outside. I will have to tomorrow though. I can't stay in all the time. There's free vitamin D out there, so I gotta go get some. Okay, so we're going to do the G's today, I guess. I guess I missed that one yesterday. Oh well. So yesterday's video went on forever. I didn't know it was going to be that long. I tried to upload it because I wanted to make some changes to it. So I tried to upload it to the editing program Clipchamp, but it failed twice and I wasn't going to let it fail again. So I just loaded it directly to YouTube, and fortunately that worked well. But it was like all morning doing that. So that wasn't good. But it's done, so I guess it is good. I'm wearing a dress today, that's why I don't have any sleeves on. And it's kind of cool in here today. Probably cooler than I would like it to be. But it is set pretty high, the thermometer thing on the furnace or whatever it is. But then again, it's a brand new house with a brand new air conditioner, so yeah, I guess I should expect it to work well, shouldn't I? Just glad I didn't have to buy it. Anyway, that's the beauty of renting, I think, at my age, is all these expenses I don't have to worry about. But rent is high, that is for sure. I did a little bit of the gold around the edge. Not too, excuse me, not too much. I gotta get more used to talking every day, I guess. So yeah, I don't know how far we'll get today, but I certainly don't want to do another 46-minute video? That's wild. That is really wild. I'm looking around here because I don't really, oh, there's one there. I can use that. And there's a few here. It's so hard for me, honestly, to see white on light, but I can see it. I've got my reading glasses on, of course. I guess I should have those great big magnifying glasses on. I should look into getting a pair. I mean, people can use them for anything like needlework or just seeing small things when you're working on them. So I definitely should look into it. Just don't want to. The reading glasses, I guess, are working okay for now. So we'll just use those. I hope you've all been having a great day. I wanted to do some plants on the balcony. And when I went to the grocery store, they had some really big, beautiful annuals like geraniums, that type of thing. Really big, beautiful pots of them. And I was thinking, oh, I should buy a couple, but then you know what? It was just so hot that I thought, nah, I don't want to be outside and I don't want them to die. So I just left it. But maybe if there's a cooler day, I might just go and get some. I do have seeds, but it's way too late in the year to start seeds. And I know, I'm pretty sure that whatever I plant is going to die of heat frustration or something like that. But I do love flowers. I love them so much. They bring joy. They bring peace. To me, anyway. Excuse me. Oh, my word. I always get this tickle in my throat when I'm talking away. I don't know what's happened to my neighbor. If you remember a while ago, I told you that I was down south, and when I got home, there was a note on my door from my neighbor wanting to borrow the lawnmower. And I got home and I mowed his lawn as well as mine because he didn't seem to be around. Now that was about 3 weeks ago, maybe more because I'm terrible with time. But he hasn't been around at all in all of that time. So, and I mean not around. His car has not been anywhere near his house. So I hope that nothing has happened to him, but it's really weird that he just disappeared. And the other thing is that when the guy came to install the garage door opener here, he installed it at my neighbor's house first. And when he installed it, the neighbor had some, I guess it was an old garage door opener or something. It looks like an old garage door opener, big piece of equipment that he left on his doorstep. And it has been there the whole time. The whole time it's been sitting there since the garage doors were installed. So I know he hasn't been around. It's quite possible he's gone to Europe or somewhere for a long time, but yeah, it's really freaking me out a little bit. I know that he's not dead in his house or anything. And he's a young man. He's like half my age. I think he's in his 30s. So that's also weird. So hopefully he's just off traveling around or something. I think I better switch colors. Because if I don't, I'm going to be all over this thing and I want to stay in one corner for the time being. Let's get some, I don't know, let's go with an X, I think, because I saw some X's and they're very dark on light, so I'll be able to see them. Yay! Yeah. Oh well, I just want the whole thing uncovered for right now. I hope you can see okay. I haven't been paying attention to what you guys are looking at. Yeah. But I really do hope he's okay. I was talking to the realtor that takes care of the rentals for the owners. I guess there's multiple owners, but there's one realtor that takes care of all of these homes. And I was going to ask him, and because I know that he's also the realtor for that home, or the agent or whatever it's called. So I was going to ask him, but then I thought, well, it's really none of my business. So if I know it's none of my business, then just leave it. Why am I creating worry for myself when there should be absolutely no worry on my part at all? So, but I guess we're human, right? And that's what humans, I should have given that a shake. That's what humans do. So yeah, this is going much better. Going along a little bit more quickly. If I wasn't talking so much, I could probably do these a lot faster, but I enjoy talking to you guys and I guess getting things off my chest, not chest, but yeah, I guess we all worry about our neighbors a little bit. I know my neighbors worry about me. They proved that. But we'll see. So I'm hoping to get out tomorrow, as I've said. And I want to make some food. I've got to make some food today. Thinking about making macaroni and tomato and cheese casserole type thing. Because we used to have that quite a lot when I was a kid. And have to get back to eating. You know, when I was a kid, we didn't eat in between meals at all. We didn't have snack for this and snack for that. We didn't have dessert every night. I need to get back to that way of living because it was the right way. We ate 3 meals a day and we were full between meals. We had lots of energy for playing. And we had very nice desserts on usually Sundays on my house. My grandma was such a good baker. And my paternal grandma lived with us. And she was such a good baker and she taught me how to bake. But that kind of turned into baking way too often for me anyway. So eating a lot of stuff I shouldn't have been eating. And because of my heart attack, I don't want to ever have another one of those. And I'm trying to get back to when things were better, when my mommy fed me. I guess that's a lesson that is taking me too long to learn. But yeah, we didn't have snacks all the time. We ate good meals. I came home from school for lunch every day that I was at school. We all walked home for lunch. And then we walked back to school. It wasn't a far walk, maybe 5 or 6 blocks. But sometimes we would walk through what we called the cow field because it was a cow field at one time, but then the farm was sold and a couple of houses were built and the field stayed empty, and so we just called it the cow field. But we had energy for all of that, to walk into school, to walking home and back again and then home again. And playing outside afterwards, or if in the winter playing inside. But we had all the energy we needed and we weren't snacking all day long. And I don't know where this idea of snacking came from. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Oh, I guess it's wax, okay. I don't know where the idea came from, except that stores sell a lot more food if you're snacking, I guess. So, yeah. So I'm on a bit of a diet thingy. My belly is sticking out, which it often does when I eat lots of bread products. and I shouldn't be eating them. Although I did have a complete allergy test and a few years ago, and I am not allergic to anything, but I do get some tiny symptoms when I eat bread, and one of them is sneezing. That a friend pointed out to me a long time ago, because we used to go out for breakfast on a Thursday, and when the kids were in school, we'd go for breakfast. And my one friend said to me, "Did you notice that whenever you have toast that you start sneezing?" And no, I hadn't noticed at all, but it was true. I did. Whenever I ate toast, which is bread, I would start sneezing. But I'm not allergic to anything, so it's quite possible that I'm just sensitive to it. But yeah, so, and I mean, bread is not the best thing that we should be eating, although it is lovely with a sandwich or a toast with your eggs. But if I don't want to eat, if I have a fried egg, I absolutely have to have toast with it, because I like dunking my toast in the yolk. But if I don't want to have bread, then I just scramble the eggs, because I don't eat toast with scrambled eggs at all. So I don't have a desire for the bread. Where the heck am I looking? Oh, there we go. And yeah. So I'm sure I'm boring you all to tears. But as well as boring you to tears, I'm sort of reinforcing in my own brain that I do have to just make simple changes to what I'm eating. And that'll be good. And I hate going on to, well, not so much the other programs, because they're pretty stagnant, but on YouTube, where if you watch one exercise video or one diet video, they will just fill your whole page into diet stuff and medical stuff. It's crazy. It's really crazy, but they do it. So I try not to look up anything on YouTube about healthy diets, or because they're all about eliminating foods. And I don't believe in that. I believe that you should, and I know it's not a belief system, I know, but I do believe that you should be able to eat anything and everything, but in moderation, the way that we used to eat when I was young, when my mommy fed me. You know, we didn't go nuts. We had a good variety of foods at every meal. Even in the winter, we had like the hard vegetables like potatoes, carrots, turnips, that kind of thing. So we always had veg and meat, and in the winter, so we had lots of soups and stews and things like that. And then in the summertime, we had all the other vegetables, and in late summer, we'd have lots of, tomatoes. I just love tomatoes so much. I did buy tomatoes the last time I went shopping. Nice fat tomatoes. Because if worse comes to worse, tomatoes are absolutely, they're God's food. I am staring here. Honestly, I'm working. I'm looking for a W, and I don't see any, so I'm going to switch colors. And I'm going to end this actually pretty soon, because I am really well, I guess it hasn't been that long. I don't know. I forgot to look at the timer to see. Okay, I guess we'll do E. I didn't look at the, I didn't mean timer, I meant clock to see what time it was. If I rub it like that over these, they seem to line up better. Not that it matters because I don't do the multi-placing thing. I just like to do one at a time and get it done that way. I think this is going to turn out a lot better than I... the glare, the glare! That's okay, there's the E. I'll just go to the center, I think, a little bit. Can you hear my arm getting stuck to the glue? Yeah, that's why I don't like doing this with bare arms, but I am not taking off my dress and putting on long sleeves. It's just too warm for that. I got to go up and have a shower soon anyway, so dresses are easy to take off. I bought 3 little dresses. Well, they're not little dresses. They're about just above the knee with short sleeves, and I bought them at Giant Tiger. I think they were like $10 each, and they're sort of a fine knit material, so they're really light. And I don't usually wear like dresses outside, but for around the house, they are absolutely fantastic. And you can even wear them for nighties if you want, because I just heard some banging. It might be that other neighbor that's trying to build a fence of wires, I don't know. But I don't think it's my missing next door neighbor. Really do hope he's okay. I wonder if he made a midnight move. That's possible too, young man. Don't like it here no more. Just make a midnight move, leave your stuff all over the place. But I'm sure if that happened, that there would have already been a sign on the property to get it either sold or rented again, because you don't want to be not making money. But I guess I'm done speculating about what my neighbors are doing, I suppose. Oh, now we're getting some traction here. Should have done these first. It's kind of a nice, excuse me, khaki color. I've got a really big glare up here. I can hardly see anything. It's not about my eyes this time. This time it's the glare. BP. And I don't have the overhead light on. There's some pot lights that are on up there. I suppose they could be causing the glare. And I could just open the blinds on the patio doors, which are right behind me, and just use that light, except I always have a feeling I'm being watched when I have those blinds open. And today it's just too hot to have the blinds open. Imagine that, eh? This winter I was freezing, praying for summer so that I could complain about the heat, and here I am, happily complaining about the heat. I don't know which is worse, being cold or being overheated, but it It is weather, and we can't do anything about that. I hope you're all nice and comfy in your homes or where you work. I don't think you'd be watching YouTube if you were at work though, so. And if you are, you've got a really good job, but don't get caught. Oh my word. Life is funny that way. So there's no Canadian holidays in June. I've said this before. I have been searching for them. So I guess Canada Day is our next holiday, which is July 1st. And I am so looking forward to it. I really, truly am. I think it'll be wonderful, especially this year. I think we're all just a little bit more Canadian this year. I think we found our being patriot gene somewhere along the way. Well, with all the crazy elections and tariffs and everything. I'm not going to talk about politics. I'm just saying we're all being a lot more how can I lose words this easily? Please, patriotic. That's the word I was thinking of. We're all being a little bit more patriotic with flags and things like that. Oh, and I'm going to have to find my flag too. Get it up there. I like the red ensign too, and the Union Jack, because I was born under the red ensign back when this was the Dominion of Canada. So I like my 3 flags. Oh, some of these are getting way out of line. I don't know how long I've been doing this for, but I have a sneaking feeling that it's been 45 minutes. So if you don't mind, I think I'm just gonna call it quits here. And this will be uploaded tomorrow, which will be June. Today's the 5th, it'll be June 6th. Imagine looking at a watch to see which day it is. But that's what happens when you only work in the house. You just don't know what day it is. So, I've been watching horror shows again. I'm just going to do this line, I think. Then I'm going to put you guys to rest. Okay. Yeah, we didn't get very far today, but we went further afield. So I can't wait until this is all filled in. I really want to see that knot, which is like this knot, is really showing. Anyway, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. I hope you'll come back again. And I'm just going to try to upload every day for as long as I can, but eventually I've got engagements out of town at the end of, either at the end of this month or the beginning of next month. I have to be out of town for a week, and yeah, that's all I know about right now, but there will probably be a few other times because I'm still working on having that cut bridge rebuilt. Anyway, I shall see you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.